Well, whatever the weather, with the holiday ahead, we're talking Mother's Day weekend, of course, and people cooped up for so long. Sevier County is expecting to see visitors as some businesses open up again. You can see some of the preparations here. Gatlinburg closing off outer lanes of a stretch of the parkway, making extra room for social distancing. WATE 6 on your side reporter Madison Keevy joins us now live. Madison, you've been checking out the reopening plan and talking with a state leader today. What are you hearing?
Yeah, Lori, I'm hearing social distancing. That's a word we've heard a lot of lately. It's a key component to the state's phased reopening plan. Here in Gatlinburg, you mentioned some of those street closures. I want to give you an idea with what that social distancing looks like here. The inner lanes for cars, the outer lanes for pedestrians. And it's these kinds of changes that state leaders hope encourage visitors to return.
We're from Kentucky and we're here on our honeymoon.
Finding businesses that are open is exactly what tourists, like these newlyweds, wanted.
It's nice that they're doing stuff like this so that people don't have to be stuck in their homes and stuff like that, and being able to get out and about and actually enjoy life again.
Crave Golf Club in Pigeon Forge is one of those non-contact recreation businesses, opening for the first time in a month. And there have been some changes.
The recommended 50%, but we've really taken that a step further, and we're starting out around 15% capacity.
Temperatures at the door, hand sanitizer, new signs that explain social distancing, a mask on every employee.
May is a good time for us to open back up right before Memorial Day and just kind of get a feel for things and really get, make sure our staff knows all the new protocols and how we're operating. And then from Memorial Day on is really when busy time picks up.
This is how the state's economic recovery group planned it. Health and safety, top of mind. The economic boost, jobs for Tennesseans, next.
There's over 200,000 businesses in Tennessee, and so where each of those industries would fall in a phasing section is a challenge. And what we chose to do is try to open up to where we could first do it safely and with health officials leading us in those guidelines.
Mark Ezel leads the recovery group and is the state's tourism commissioner. He's in Sevier County today visiting businesses impacted by COVID-19 closures.
When we established the ERG group, the Economic Recovery Group, first thing we did was we had a 30-member group that included 15 associations that actually represented over 100,000 businesses and 2.5 million workers.
Ezel says getting as many of those workers back to work as soon as possible, as safely as possible, is key, and he's hopeful that Sevier County can be an example for other cities. And of course, the big question when it comes to tourism and hospitality here, Dollywood, when will that reopen? Ezel says that's going to be determined by the success of these earlier phases and continues to encourage Tennesseans to follow these new health and safety guidelines. Bo, Lori.
All right, Madison, thank you so much. By the way, that lane closure Maddie was talking about is in place between traffic light 6 in Gatlinburg and Regan Drive. It's the two outer lanes given over to pedestrians, and barricades are in place, as you see here. The change was put in place at noon. It runs through 2 p.m. on Sunday.